Today, it's a travel day. So if you don't know me already, I am Frank. I'm a branding consultant and brand identity designer. I'm based in the Blue Mountains, west of Sydney in Australia. Help small to medium business owners, personal brands, podcasters stand out, be memorable, all that lovely stuff. Today is a travel day and one I'm particularly excited about, though it means I am leaving my wife and kids for 4 days, 5, 4, 5. Too many. So it's the longest I've been away from my wife, my kids. In how long have we been together now?
Almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years. So that's big. Off we go.
Later.
One train down, one to go. I don't know if you can hear me, but this is Central Station. Gotta get on a train now to the airport, platform 23.
Next stop, domestic airport. Station is
Alright, made it to the airport. Just gotta go upstairs. So today I'm going to Brisbane. It's the first flight I've been on probably 2 years. Last time I was with the family for a trip. This time it's for business, going away for a conference for 3 days up in Brisbane, which is north of Sydney. Need to go check in. So my carry-on bag is 1 and a bit kilos overweight. I need to do a bit of tactical moving around. I've also put in my little air tag there to track my bag in case it gets lost, so I know where it is. Right, let's go. Totally forgot to take my laptop out of the bag. The guy got the shits with me. Oh, but man, I haven't been in this place for a while. Alright, so while I'm waiting for my flight to board, I thought I'd do a bit of Q&A. First question from Brian Grossman. He asked me, what's something you wish you had learnt sooner that really served you well over the course of your career? Patience is something that I wished I had when I was younger, to not have to rush through life, wish away those years that you had when you were single or a bit more carefree, especially when you have a family now and you have responsibilities. So patience. He left a follow-up question, which was, which is my favourite sauce that goes with chicken nuggets? Always tomato sauce. Designs and Beyond asked how to determine a brand tone and brand personality. I think that really goes off the clients that you work with, the business owner, because they set the foundations for what a brand personality should be, because at the end of the day for them, they created the idea. They have obviously a customer in mind or a pain point they want to solve, but creating a personality around that or those few things is what can help develop a personality for a brand. There are things like the Jungan brand Archetypes. I think it's 12 of them. So that might be a starting point to get a bit of a tone of voice happening based on those certain qualities that you have as a brand. Indian Creative Mothers asked, how is a podcast different from IGTV? Well, realistically, a podcast is generally audio based, whereas IGTV is video. And look, you could put a podcast on IGTV. I've done it. But people aren't there to listen to podcasts on IGTV. So I think you need to be contextually appropriate to what people are there for. Same goes with YouTube. If you put your podcast on YouTube, not so great, unless it is purposefully made for video to see the interaction between you and your guests and it's made interesting. DVLPRR on Instagram asked, I see people making 5 figures from selling digital products. How can I make at least 4? I think it's one of those things that's what's that minimum viable thing. So if you can get 10 people to spend $100, that's 4 figures right there, that's $1,000. So it doesn't take much, it's putting something of value out there for your audience, your customer, who you want to serve, or it might be 1,000 for $1, putting out something for $1. That might be something to do to get to that 4-figure amount. Jay Waterworth Designs, mate, you asked, how do I balance working from home with family life and still feel like I get enough done in the day? I think putting parameters on times and closing a door helps, and writing a list down of things you need to do, but then taking breaks away to engage with the family when you're at home can clear your mind, especially if you go for a walk as well. But when there's those times where you need to switch off, which I'm terrible at, put the phone down, play with your kids, enjoy the time with your partner or friends or your family, whoever it is, and make the most of that time. Sales Changed asked, hands for feet or feet for hands? I think hands for feet, that way I've got 4 hands to kind of work with. The MKXD, mate, you asked pineapple on a pizza, yes or no? Yes! Entrepreneur Stir asked, how old am I? I am 33. I had to actually look that up. Just who is the better cook, you or your wife? This one's from my wife. It's whoever's in the kitchen. Madarima, she asked, I particularly enjoy the post with Lady Frank. How did I come up with that concept and why? I came up with it just because my wife had a wig. I thought, let's chuck it on, do something different. I don't see people showing all that much crazy kind of personality, a bit fun, a bit more like a jester type of thing on social media. There's a couple that do, and I really admire them and wanted to just give my hand at it, and that's how Lady Frank became Lady Frank. Calthera Kid, you asked me how I chose the famous pink to be my main brand colour. Pink, originally it was pink and navy blue, though what I did find was that the blue was competing a lot with the pink, and so I dropped the blue, rebranded, did a new logo, and kept the pink as the hero colour. It stands out, it catches your eye from a distance, stops your scroll, you know it's me hopefully in context. I've had a few people that have said, I've seen something else that was pink, it made me think of you. That's awesome. What is my diet like? And last question here, magenta or pink? Look, it comes down to whether or not you like calling it pink or not. Alright, that's it. I've got to go find the gate again and board this plane. find here about this vlog that I'm doing. I'm doing a vlog each day this week from Tuesday to Saturday of a travel trip, kind of businessy thing to this conference. And it's my first trip in 2 years because of COVID, obviously. This was supposed to happen last year. I was supposed to come up to Brisbane for this. It's not happened, obviously. And that's where I'm flying today. I don't think I'd really covered that properly. So I'm on the plane now. And one thing you're going to learn from this vlog is that it's pretty similar, and I'm getting a lot of knowledge from a YouTuber named Casey Neistat. He does this exact thing in a lavatory. I was like, I need to do this just because I can actually talk while on the plane, because some dudes next to me look pretty fierce. Anyway, I'm going to sit down, relax for a little bit, give myself a bit of time, and be in Brisbane like that.
On behalf of the crew, it has been our pleasure to bring you up to Brisbane. We hope to see you next time you fly. Thank you and good afternoon.
Got off plane, 2 trains, and now it's time for one more train. What do you know? Another escalator. So many today. Alright, I think I made it. A bit of a schlep from the station though, but I think I got there. I have no idea if this hotel is going to be any good, but it's right next to a park, which is nice. Oh! Alright, checked in to add to today's travel, Uber. Alright, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Thanks. All roads lead to the end of the rainbow. Look at that. Straight to the print bar. Yeah, let's not get run over here. By the way, you know I'm trying one of those while I'm here. They look ridiculous, but let's go. Nice. Nice.
The only one that I have.
All done. Need to find the ferry now. Yeah, I'm getting my ferry now. While I'm waiting for the ferry, Mo on Instagram, he asked me how my design career started. I think it's a bit of an interesting question because it probably felt really early on that it started. I mean, we all as kids draw, and me as a kid, I used to draw Ninja Turtles like a lot. Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, and I'd say all these names, and my grandmother, she said to my mum, he is a genius. He knows all these Renaissance artists. Mum had to tell her that they're just Ninja Turtles. I think that's a very cute story. Anyway, the design, I guess, journey started for me in 2006, 2007, I started university. I did a 4-year degree at University of Western Sydney. It's now called Western Sydney University. Topped my class in a Bachelor of Design and Visual Communication. Oh, here comes my ferry now. Windy, but fuck it. Get off. Well, that was 10 out of 10. I get to do that every day for the next 3 or 4 days. So I've walked along this really long boardwalk kind of track there's cyclists, there's runners, there's people on scooters. Like, look at that view. Nearly at the hotel now, but I'm going to finish where I was before of how my design journey came to where it is now. Look, if you're at all interested in this, at the end of the day, I don't feel like I'm at the end of that journey by any means. I'm still learning what I'm doing. I've been running my business nearly for 3 years. At the end of this month, it'll be 3 years. But once I finished university, once I graduated, I got a job in television, working as an identity designer for new TV shows. It was more doing everything graphic design, so I did shows like Family Feud, made their logo here in Australia, worked on shows like The X Factor, Neighbours, Wentworth, what else, Celebrity Apprentice, all these really big glitzy kind of dramas and reality shows, and it was an interesting time. I even put a decal or livery, what you'd call it, on the side of a Jetstar plane like I was on today. So where it's taken me was that in 2018 or end of 2017, I said to my wife, I want to start my own thing. I want to be able to start my own business. She said to me, darling, have you ever started a business before? Do you know what you're doing? Hell no. By the way, I found this like little pier. My hotel's are just over here, I think. But just thought I'd come down here quickly. Anyway, long story long, started that business because I quit my job of 7 years, June 30, 2018, July 1, 2018, started G'day Frank as a branding business for small to medium businesses here in Australia and abroad. So far, so good. So I think if I've learned anything about my journey is that it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a journey. You've got to kind of enjoy it. That's something I'm learning, is you have to enjoy the journey, otherwise it's not worth it. And enjoy those moments you have. Things like this, being on a ferry when there's a nice sunset, seeing a rainbow, you know, playing with your kids, whatever it is. Enjoy it. Alright, I'm back to the hotel now. I'm on level 1. Yeah. I didn't get a good room on level 1. Whatever. Hotel. Time for a tour. It's not that big, so I don't know how fun the tour is going to be, but let's give it a go. So there's one bed, and then for some reason there's a second bed, like right there. Desk, TV, a little amenities bar, complimentary milk. Door to nowhere. I can hear somebody. There's a dude next door. Hope he's not a weirdo. Bathroom. It's not very big, but it's just me, so whatever. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, not a spectacular room. I've gone to really amazing hotels. I need to turn the light on. Gone to really amazing hotels with my wife in Sydney for big special occasions, be it our anniversary, birthdays, that kind of stuff. And I've got like a view here of the city, but I'll give you a tip. If you're ever staying in a nice hotel, on the booking, when it gives you an option to add like a bit of a note or something like that, say that it's your birthday or say that it's your anniversary. Because what I've found, especially with my wife, is that there's either a nice little bit of cake there waiting for you, or a bottle of champagne or bubbles or some kind. I didn't do it this time though. I felt a bit guilty when it's just being me and saying, yeah, it's my birthday and it's just me in here. It'd be a bit weird. Anywho, there's a tip for you, staying in hotels. So it's nearly 6 o'clock here. I'm pretty hungry as I didn't have much lunch. I just scoffed down something at the airport, so I'm pretty...
You don't have anything on your calendar at 6 p.m.
Anyway, as I was saying, I'm pretty hungry. I'm going to go out for some food, come back, do the vlog. See you tomorrow for day 2 here in Brisbane for the first day of the design conference. And see you tomorrow. Bye. So I did it. I found one of these. And I'm going to go for a bit of a spin and see how we go.